Hey ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to spoiled kids online. Now I'm torturing myself for you guys, I know, but hey, it's worth it. God, which one do you think we should work on? Most spoiled kids completion? No, I'll subscribe to this man, he's funny. I already reacted to Connor Pugs, you're a hot woman. Kid gets payback on his dad for removing Fortnite. This looks hilarious, but terrible. Let's react to this one. I'm gonna be torturing myself for you guys. Don't.
Today we're looking at the top 10 most spoiled kid tantrums caught on camera. Now, if you do go on to enjoy this video, make sure you click the like button, as it really helps out our channel and motivates us to post more videos every single day. Also, we posted a couple parts of this before, so make sure to stick around until the end so you can watch the other episodes. But anyways, with that said, let's get right into the video. Number 10. Okay, so everyone has those days where they're really craving junk food, but I've got to be honest with you guys, I don't think I've ever seen anyone get this grumpy. I mean, when this little girl found out she wasn't going to McDonald's, she straight up went from really cute to really crazy and started freaking out in her seat like she was almost possessed. I'm not even joking. Like, she's screaming louder than I would have thought was possible, and she's crying like it's the worst day of her life, which, to be honest...
First of all, it's the parents' fault for never saying no to her. You need to say no to your child when you should have said no the first. You should have taught her that you don't always get what you want. This is your fault for saying no, not saying no to her. I believe it's not the kid's fault. I believe it's the parents' fault. Or it could be the kid's fault. They could have said no to her and she would have grown up spoiled anyways, or it's the grandparents, because grandparents spoil their children. But as I'm saying, yeah, I don't think it's the kid's fault at this point. I think it's the parents. Personally, there's a lot of idiots out there that would raise their parents like that. And if you listen to Am I the Jerk, you could just see how entitled people act like in public. They don't care. They want to raise their kids a certain way, and that's stupid.
Honest, if she really wants McDonald's, maybe it is.
This is what we raise our children to be, folks. Don't ever have kids if you don't want to take the responsibility of raising to them.
Number 9.
That's how they act. You never said no to them.
Another one where the little girl seems way too adorable to really freak out, but she manages to throw a pretty killer tantrum all by herself. I mean, she's saying she hates school, which is a pretty common thing for a kid to say, but her reason why is pretty unusual. Like, she's straight up throwing her lunchbox and her backpack in the trash, so you know it's pretty serious, and it turns out it's all because she lost her hand stamp from school. I mean, it sounds pretty extreme, but she's dead serious, so I'd hate to think about how she'd react to a bad grade, like, geez.
She would be a very abusive mother if she reacted to a bad grade. You know, kids that act like this to bad grade. Wait, a hand stamp? That's retarded. If it was a bad grade, I would understand you crying like that because my mom would kick my ass. But personally, that's for another thing.
Really? Pick that up. Pick that up. Yo, Nick. Pick it up right now. Pick that up.
This mother, it's your fault, woman. You didn't discipline her enough to know better.
So when you're a kid, seeing your favorite balloon or toy float away is pretty much the saddest thing ever. But that doesn't mean throwing a tantrum is any more okay. Like, this poor kid's beach ball floated away when he was playing by the ocean, which I've got to admit is pretty sad.
It's pretty funny. He probably deserves it. He's a spoiled brat.
His dad to go get it for him, then he's literally stamping his feet on the ground and throwing chairs, which is kind of hilarious since going to the beach is supposed to be super chilled out. Like, what?
Yeah, I'd punch him.
No, I don't. This is Silas throwing a fit because his beach ball blew away. I'm sorry, honey. Daddy, go get it! You may not talk to Daddy like that, son. I know you're sad, sweetheart.
You're encouraging it. You're teaching him that he can throw this tantrum because you're treating him with respect. You know what you should do? You should grab this kid, take him somewhere where there's no eyes, and spank him.
Number 7.
Spank him like an Asian spanks his child for getting a bad grade.
Tantrum over an old phone, and he probably won't be the last either. This might be the funniest
Bad game? No, bad grade. I meant to say bad grade.
I mean, this kid's mom bought him a perfectly good brand new phone, but it wasn't the Galaxy 7 that he wanted, and that meant he just wasn't having it.
I would be grateful for any phone I get. I'm even grateful that I have an iPod I could use. Well, not an iPod, but I call it an iPhone. It's the exact same thing. Well, I have an iPod and an iPhone, but...
Why did you do that phone like that?
Well, Mom, you didn't discipline him or teach him that it's not the right thing to do. You can't just break a new phone, dude. That's like, oh my god. I hate spoiled people. I hate them.
You sure not getting no phone now. And you got nerves to dab on the phone while you're squirming it all on the ground.
I hate that little shit. I want to strangle him.
Kids hate chores. I mean, that's pretty much just a fact of life.
I have to do my chores if I want to play video games. This little shit doesn't have chores to play video games. He doesn't need to do chores to play video games.
Instead, he turned bright red and started screaming that he was going to watch
Cleaning.
whether she let him or not. Like, it's pretty hard to watch, mostly because it seems like he's going to kill his vocal cords screaming like that, and it didn't actually get him what he wanted either. Regardless, there's a lesson in there somewhere. Like, if your mom wants you to pick something up, it's probably easier just to get it done and out of the way.
Yeah, you should pick something up. Warning, loudest. I don't want to wake up my dad with this. And here, folks, we got the rare spoiled child. Natural habitat of a mother who doesn't give a shit what her son does for views and clicks. Bro, just clean up the game, bro. Your mother... Oh my god. If I ever acted like this towards my mom, she would punch me. She'd take me in my bathroom and smack me. I call it my bathroom.
Teenagers can get pretty attached to their technology, but a 3-year-old? That's a whole other level of crazy. I mean, this kid should be learning to read or play with toys or something, but the second she finds out her mom is taking the iPad to work, she completely loses her mind.
Oh, she better not be looking up some lesbian porn. Okay, I'm joking. Jeez.
Honestly, I don't even have any words for that, except maybe giving her the iPad in the first place was a really bad idea.
What you should have done is never given her that. No wonder my parents don't want me having a phone. Well, I already have an iPhone, and an iPod, but no wonder my parents don't want me having another electronic, because this is probably how I would act if they gave me a phone at that age. As a teenager now, I promise you, I don't act like this. I'm disciplined enough to know better what's right from wrong. What you don't do is discipline your child enough. You shouldn't even have gotten her that iPad. I swear, parents, you can't just spoil your child.
Hands up on Super Nanny, you know their kids are pretty extreme, but these kids are crazy even by Super Nanny standards. Like, going out to eat is a normal part of life, and it's supposed to be a relaxing thing to all do as a family, but these kids manage to turn it into a total nightmare. I mean, seriously, like, they're all screaming and pulling faces that don't even look human, and I'm pretty sure they're all fighting at the table too. One of them even finds a way to make drinking their Coke into a total pain for their parents, which is such a new one that I'm kind of impressed.
Bro, that kid is a G. The other kid who pushed the other kid's hand away from him. He's no longer a G, he's a D. Why isn't they doing anything? They're just letting the children beat each other up for no reason. I get they're boys, but jeez. That kid hates his brothers. I could tell it in his eyes that he says, I'm not spoiled. I'm really just upset at this kid. Like, that brother in the red shirt had more common sense than his other brothers.
The story's pretty simple. This kid didn't want to go to his brother's counseling session, but his mom couldn't get a babysitter, so he ended up leaving the house whether he wanted to or not. And obviously he didn't want to, so he just straight up freaks out and starts screaming.
I'm responsible. Okay, one second. Parents. This may be sounding stupid, okay, but your kid is gonna live on his own someday. And by not teaching him at a certain age, he's gonna not want. Teaching him. He has to be responsible at some part in his life. He has to be responsible for something. You can't just make him go somewhere he doesn't want to go sometimes because that's not teaching him survival skills. If you're going to tell me that when he's an adult and he doesn't want to go out of his home, you're going to take him to his brother's counseling sessions. Is that what you're really going to do? I mean, it's your fault, bro. Like, you're trying to teach your kid to grow up responsible. He's old enough to take care of himself. Like, I'm old enough. When my mother had COVID, she was quarantined. She didn't do anything. I did chores in the house without being told. I took care of myself. I took my own medicine. I took care of my mom. And I behaved. Those are the things your parents looked for towards you. You have to look He's old enough. I was really young when I did that. And it was still when I was like, was I in like, yeah, I think I was in 6th grade when that happened. You're supposed to take care of yourself even younger than that, but I mean, the other time I proved irresponsible when I was playing with my dead army knife, but I self-harm. But this is an unacceptable. Parent, you need to understand your kid's gonna grow up someday, and he's gonna act like this every day. By not putting your foot down, by telling him you need to be responsible for yourself so you could stay home, means that he's not gonna do anything responsible. You gotta teach your kid to grow up responsible, because are you gonna pick him up when he's with his girlfriend at his house saying, "We need to go to your brother's counseling session. I don't care if you want or not." He's gonna be an adult by then. You're not gonna make him go to his brother's counseling sessions, right? No, then don't ever. Like, he looks like he's responsible. He looks like he's at that age where he should know better from right from wrong. And throwing a tantrum like this only shows me that parents are irresponsible and have no idea what they're doing. Back to the video.
In the car fatty, as well as saying some super nasty things about his mom. Not just that, but he tried to steer the car off the road. So I mean, maybe he was the one who needed counseling in the first place. Like, what?
Yeah, it's the mom's fault. If I saw somebody act like this on the bus, I'm gonna be the parent in a minute. Watch. At least he's not. The seat is protecting her. If there wasn't anything on that seat, he would have kicked her and hurt her.
Now, there have been some pretty extreme tantrums on this list, but I don't think anyone is there to cuss out their own mom. At least not as badly as this kid did. I mean, to be fair, the argument they were having was pretty heavy, because the kid was saying he didn't feel African like his family. The language he was using was still way too intense. Like, every other word was a curse aimed at his mom or his auntie, to the point where it looks like they're gonna kick him out of the house.
Yeah, I would kick him out of the house for a 5-hour. I would kick him out of the house.
What would you do? I would love to know what kind of crazy punishments you guys could think of, because if this was my kid, he'd be grounded until at least he's 18.
That's a little bit too much, sir. I get you don't know what it's like to own a child, but you can't always punish your child, because when you have to discipline him, bro would be a perfect rapper. Yo, what's up, bro? Oh, God. That's so... This man would be a rapper. I'm gonna... Watch, he's gonna be one of the most famous rappers when he grows up. Yo, what's up, bro? It's your fucking J, bro.
So it turns out the last kid wasn't the only one on this list who knew how to use his curse words, because this one had a pretty good go of it too. Like, we don't actually get to figure out how the fight started, but apparently it had...
Parents. You're not disciplining. He's old enough to take care of himself. Why is he on the car ride with you? He's old enough to take care of himself. And the fact you're not disciplining him and he's... Oh, God, I feel like a headache listening to this.
He has a kiss on the forehead, but it's pretty obvious how it ends anyways. Like, this kid throws out every swear word in the book in the space of about 2 minutes, and the worst thing is, his parents don't even seem to think it's a problem. I mean, come on, all the parents on this list need to go to some sort of special parenting camp, because most of these kids are just out of control.
This is what I mean. Your parents, if you don't discipline your child enough to the point where he turns out being a bad person in life, this is what's gonna happen. I'm not even impressed anymore. I hate spoiled people. Anyways, guys, I don't know. You know what? I'm not watching this. I'm getting tired of